Welcome to the StriveScan College Launchpad. We're excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today to share more about their school and their business program. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Anna and I'll be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/launch. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Kean University. Take it away.
Anna, thank you so much for that introduction. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully my shared screen is working well. I'm Ryan Alston. I'm the Associate Director of Freshman Admissions for Kean University, and we are located in the lovely town of Union, New Jersey, about 20 minutes outside of New York City. So there are 3 pillars that we pride ourselves on at Kean. First and foremost, we are the least expensive 4-year in-state school in the state of New Jersey. Second, we're number 5 in the country, number 1 in the state of New Jersey in diversity. We are all about inclusion and creating opportunities and accessibility. And then third is going to be our location. Again, mentioning being right outside of New Jersey, especially focusing on business programs, having access to New York City through the train station, which is located on our campus. We have tremendous opportunities within Northern New Jersey and in New York City for all areas within business. As you can see from the slide that I'm showing you right now, we not only have our local campus in Union, we also have satellite campuses, one located in Jefferson Township, New Jersey, which is about an hour north, and then located actually where I live at, which is Ocean County, New Jersey, which if you jumped on a train would be about an hour and 15-minute ride. But you may also notice that we do have a campus all the way on the other side of the world. Again, important for business students because the second largest economy in the country, in the world, is China. We are the only public university in the country that has an English-speaking campus in China. The cool thing about that is that we take your financial aid and or tuition from New Jersey and we transition it over to the campus in China. So that's an opportunity to study abroad without any additional fees. Again, focusing on that affordability and making an opportunity for folks. And because of the day and time that we live in, we do have a fully functioning online platform as well. What I want to do with these next couple of slides to be cognizant of the amount of time that we have here is just to give you some idea of the facilities that we offer. At Kean Ocean, this is an opportunity for those that may not want to live on campus, but want to still get that 4-year degree. This campus is located on Ocean County College's campus. And so what you're able to do is transition straight from the community college, go over to the campus at Kean, and then take your classes right there and still be able to commute. For those of you that may be interested possibly as a minor, double major, or just have an interest in earth sciences, obviously our campus at Skylands, you can see from this video right here, explains to you just why this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands in the ground. And then lastly, our campus that we do have in China. This is a fully functioning campus as well. We have about 2,300 students that are active on this campus, and in most day and times, hopefully we do get back to those normal day and times, you do have the opportunity where we have transition students coming and studying abroad over here in the United States from that campus as well. So it really is all about the experiences, and that's why the Career Services Department at any university you look at, specifically at Kean University, is so important. It's not only about the experiences that you're having in the classroom. We want to make sure that we're able to focus on those internship opportunities. So we have a very strong Career Services Department. Now, our curriculum and our facilities need to match. So there's been a tremendous update over the last 15 years to make sure you're getting state-of-the-art facilities and curriculum being taught by a very diverse population of professors as well. Again, we're focused on the business programs. So in the top right-hand or left-hand corner is our newest building, Heinz Hall. Our business building just opened up this past fall. It is an awesome 6-story building, all the technological advances that you are looking for, plus a rooftop deck with views of New York, which is only, again, 12 miles away. Train station makes it a 30-minute trip. So that way you can study, you can get prepared for your internship, and you don't have to worry about the traffic. Just jump off the train at Penn Station and you are ready to go. But again, we want to make sure that you understand at Kean University, although we are the 4th largest public university in the country, we cap our class sizes at 25-1. So if you're looking for an opportunity within our business programs to keep your class sizes small so that you can have a lot of individual attention, or if you are shining, you shine brighter in a smaller class size. And then again, 32% less debt upon graduation. We want to maximize the opportunity while you're at the university. So that way, once you walk across that stage, because that truly is what it's all about, we don't focus on the enrollment, we focus on the graduation part of your time at Kean University. And we are recognized for social mobility. So this slide here just wants to give you an idea of some of the different facilities that we have on campus. If anybody is watching on their computer and has your phone handy, which I'm sure most of you do, please scan the QR code in the top right-hand corner. That will give you an opportunity to take a look at the 16 different business programs that we have. Yes, you do have the ability to double major. Yes, you do have the ability to minor as well. So that's why I put the rest of our programs up there for you as well, because we are all about what is making that most well-rounded degree that is going to work for you. I understand, as the father of 5, 3 being in college or about to go into college at this point in time, I understand how things change, how you might have an idea, but you might not necessarily have the plan in place. And so what we do is try to focus, mold, and work with you. Biggest difference between high school and college: in high school, you're used to being told what's going to happen. In college, we give you suggestions, and it's up to you because you are the responsible adult and you know what's best for you in terms of what you're looking to accomplish. For those of you that are interested in, do we have dorms at our campus? Yes, we do. We have about 3,000 students living in our dorms. In 2019, at niche.com, we were rated top 3 in the public state of New Jersey in terms of public school dorms. All of our dorms are suite style. They have plenty of amenities out there. Parents, free parking. All right. Also free laundry. It doesn't need to come home with you. They're all suite style. They're all co-ed. And we want to make sure that all the conveniences that the students are going to need to be most comfortable are available for them as well. But my favorite slide that I'd like to talk about here, because I'm a foodie at heart, all the campus dining that we have on campus: Smash Burger, Jersey Mike's, Auntie Anne's Pretzels, Cougar Den, Bamboo, Outtakes. We've got a sushi bar that's on campus. All of those, you want to make sure that there is a lot of bonding that goes on over food when you start talking about the university itself. As well, you want to apply. We're available on the Common App. We're also available through our direct application. If at any point in time you want to reach out to us, we'll provide you the code to be able to waive the application fee. Yes, we are SAT optional, and no additional options are available or program requirements are there. We always review for scholarship opportunities, and for anybody that's out of state on this particular call, we also look for you for in or out of state scholarships to be able to lower the cost of attendance as well. Make sure you pull your camera out right now, take a picture of our affordable tuition, and let me know if you have any questions or concerns in the chat for Kean University. We want you guys to come visit and chat with us at some point in time. Again, take your phone out, take a picture, reach out to us. Thank you for the opportunity, and hopefully you will speak to us again at Kean University. If you didn't know, I'm an auctioneer at heart.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from Ramapo College of New Jersey.
Hello, my name is Kelly Duran. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So really first getting started. So we are a very suburban campus. We are located up in northern New Jersey in Mahwah. We are the smallest four-year public college in New Jersey. So we have about 6,000 students altogether on campus. And then student to teacher ratio, 16:1. There are no lecture hall courses anywhere on campus. Our average class size is about 21. Largest class you will ever have is 35. We are also test optional for all of our undergraduate majors and also all of our 4+1 programs as well. In our School of Business in particular, so over on the left, we're looking at all of our majors for our School of Business. So accounting, economics, finance, information technology management, international business management, and then lastly, marketing. For our minors, all of our majors are also offered as minors. However, the other additional ones, business analytics, entrepreneurship, human resource management, and then also sports management as well. And then also we have 2 graduate programs in our School of Business, our Master of Science in Accounting, which has a 4+1 option for students, and then our Master of Business Administration, which also has a 4+1 opportunity for all of our business majors to be able to take advantage of. There's also additional academic certificates. So is our Business Essentials certificate, and then also Web Development certificate as well. And then also, so most of our business students will typically average about 2 internships as well before graduation. 2 is an average. Some students will do 1 internship, but they will have for 2 years. Some students will have a different internship every semester. So it's definitely personal preference. Altogether, we have about 10,000 internship opportunities for students. There's about 1,000 internships in New York City alone. There is a bus that can be able to take students straight to New York from our campus. Otherwise, closest train station is about 5 minutes away, which our campus shuttle can be able to take students to as well. And there's also opportunities for international internships as well. And then also for student involvement, because obviously you're not going to just be in the classroom all the time. So as I mentioned, pretty active study and intern abroad program. We go to about 500 different programs globally every year. They can range anywhere from 1 week to 1 year. Most popular time students will go is in the summer, which is typically a 5-week program. And then there's internships in about 45 countries. Altogether, we go to about 60. We have 18 Division III sports teams, as well as competitive club sports, intramural sport teams as well. And then for student activities, we have about 150 different student clubs, organizations, Greek life, community service, and leadership programs all together as well. And then also for living on campus, so the 3 that are pictured here, Pine Hall, Mackin Hall, and Bischoff Hall are all of our first-year residence halls. There's free laundry, heat, and AC. They all are semi-private bathrooms, so there are no communal bathrooms anywhere on campus. Cars are allowed all 4 years, and as well as housing is guaranteed all 4 years. We're ranked #1 best college dorms in New Jersey, and then nationally we're ranked in the top 2% for our residence halls. So it's something we are very prideful of in particular. Normally we are a 50-50 split, so half our students will live on campus, half of our students will also commute as well. And then for admissions requirements, so obviously first application, you can either use our application, the Common App, or the Coalition App. The Common App is the most popular. About 88% of our students will apply through Common App. And then also your high school transcript, average GPA about a 3.4. We require at least 1 letter of recommendation, but always recommend students submit at least 2, either from teacher, counselor, coach, supervisor of your job, whoever can write you the best letter of recommendation. Possible additional things you may be submitting if you're taking any AP exams, you want to send your score report so we can give you credit. Dual enrollment transcripts if you're taking any classes that you're getting college credit from. And then if you're also interested in applying to our honors program as well, there's an additional essay for students to do. And then for deadlines, so early decision is November 1st. So early decision is binding. And then there's early action, which is non-binding, which is December 15th. It's also our deadline for our nursing, biology, and scholarship deadline. And then lastly, our final regular decision deadline is February 1st. And then also be able to connect with us, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We do in-person campus tours Monday through Friday. We'll also be having our spring open house on May 1st. And then also this website down the bottom is our interactive webpage for prospective students. And then otherwise, again, thank you so much for having me tonight. Here's all my contact information, and then also links to the website, the interactive website, our virtual tour website as well, and then to be able to register for in-person campus tours or to be able to register for our open house as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for having me tonight.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from Ryder University.
Thanks, Anna. Let's get this up and running. Hi, folks, and good evening. My name is Susan Mikowski. I am the Director of Undergraduate and Transfer Admission at Ryder University, and I'm thrilled to be with you this evening. Ryder is a small, private liberal arts school in central New Jersey. We're about 15 minutes from downtown Princeton, 15 minutes from the New Jersey state capitol, about an hour outside of New York City, and about 45 minutes from Philadelphia. So we are truly in the heart of it all. And we are a suburban location that is a real community atmosphere for our students. We have about 3,600 undergraduate students on campus, so you are a name and a face when you are at the institution. The average class size is about 17, and the student to teacher ratio is 11:1. We pride ourselves on personal attention because we want to make sure that you're successful both inside and outside of the classroom, and we truly believe that that gets to be possible because we get to know who you are. We are also a rather diverse campus, so we have wonderful geographic diversity. It's not just New Jersey students that are attending our institution. You're going to have students from anywhere and everywhere, all across the country and around the world. We also have 1 in 4 of our students happens to be, like myself, a first-generation college student. And then, of course, there is students from all different backgrounds and all different walks of life. Housing at Ryder is guaranteed all 4 years, and you may also bring a car to campus all 4 years. And there is, of course, dining and extracurricular activities and athletics, and lots of opportunities on campus. But let's dive into the majors. We do offer 70 majors of study at the institution, everything from business to education to the arts and our liberal arts and sciences. But for this evening, I'd like to focus on our Norm Brodsky College of Business. Ryder was actually founded as a school of business in 1865. So we've been doing business for quite a while, and I think we've got our hands wrapped around it quite nicely. As you can see, there's quite a lot of opportunity in the College of Business to do a major or to double major. Most of our students in the School of Business will double major because it's built to be done and completed in 4 years. You can also take on a minor if you like. There are certificate programs that are available, concentrations, and we are going to be a school where you can participate in a 5-year master's in either a Master's of Accountancy or our MBA program. And those can be accelerated degrees. So you could do them as a 4+1, or we do have students that do them as a 3+1. We also have a business honors program that students are admitted into at the time that they apply to the institution. Business is truly the foundation of the university, and it really is how we began. We are also dual accredited for the College of Business through AACSB. So AACSB put its accreditation on our entire College of Business and also a separate accreditation for our accounting program. Only 2% of schools internationally can quote that they offer both that dual accreditation, and only 2 schools in New Jersey have that offering. So we are very proud of that accreditation and all that that means for our students. The college was named after Norm Brodsky, who is one of our alums. He gave the largest donation to the institution when he put his name on the college of $10 million several years ago. And he actually still teaches coursework on the campus, so you can be taught by the founder of the College of Business at Ryder, which is a wonderful opportunity. In addition to the coursework that our students are taking, they're all required to do some form of an internship or a co-op while they are with us at the institution. And that can be done in our local area, as well as New York City or Philadelphia or anywhere in the country for that matter. We have a lot of great connections with the companies right near us, like Johnson & Johnson, Bristol-Myers Squibb, Dow Jones, Merrill Lynch, Bank of America, and then of course, major corporations in New York City, Ernst & Young, KPMG, you name it. And those companies are actually coming to our campus to interview our students for both internships and co-ops. And I think that really does speak to the reputation that Ryder has in the College of Business Administration. Some of our more recent alums and some of the great things that they are up to, but of course, there's alumni across the country and around the world doing amazing things, not only in just business, but any of the programs of study that we offer. In order to apply to the institution, we are a Common App school. And if you come to any of our visits, you do receive a fee waiver in order to submit that application. So we do encourage our students to come visit campus, see for yourself, see if you can envision yourself being a Ryder Bronc and getting involved not only in the academics, but as I mentioned, about 150 clubs and organizations, 3 tiers of athletics. We are a Division I university. We also have college club teams and intramural sports. We have about 13% of our campus involved in some form of social Greek life, as well as the arts and study abroad and community service. So there's a lot that happens at the institution. Please come visit and see for yourself. And when the time comes to submit that application, we do offer early action, which is November 15th. We are also a rolling admission school. At any point in your senior year, you can apply, including now if you're still looking to pursue college as a senior, feel free. We are still accepting applications. And at the time of application, you will be considered for any of our scholarships. The one scholarship that we do offer through the College of Business that is unique to Ryder is a full tuition scholarship for students with an entrepreneurial spirit, and that does require an additional application. So thank you again for having us this evening, and please put any questions that you have in the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from Drexel University.
Great. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us. My name is Caitlin Brady. I'm from Drexel's LeBeau College of Business and School of Economics. And Drexel University is located right in Philadelphia. We are a 10-minute walk from campus. I'm sorry, as this doesn't show, right, Anna? You can't see it yet.
No, not yet.
Let me try that again. Hang with me, everybody. Last but certainly not least, right? This is our last presentation here tonight. So again, Drexel's located right in the heart of Philadelphia, a 10-minute walk to campus. I'll just go ahead and do it the janky way. Sorry, I don't want to freeze up on you guys. So let's talk about the degrees that we have awarded. Again, we are really two entities here. So not only the LeBeau College of Business, but also the School of Economics. You're looking at all of the degrees you can walk out of here with right now. So you have your Bachelor in Science in Business Administration, a Bachelor in Science in Business and Engineering. This is a really unique plan of study that does attract a lot of our students. And then under that School of Econ, you can get your Bachelor of Arts or your Bachelor of Science. Biggest difference there is that Bachelor of Science is STEM designated. We also have a new joint program between us and CCI with a Bachelor of Science in Econ and Data Science. So to further break those degrees down, right? Oh gosh, this is going to drive me nuts. Let's try it again. Areas of study under that Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. These are all of the majors that we have to offer. And you'll see a lot of the usual suspects, right? Accounting, finance, marketing. New to this list is e-sport business, as well as real estate management and development. So what we do here at Drexel is we're really woven into industry and our industry partners. And so what drives our curriculum and our offerings is what industry and employers are telling us that their students need. So constantly innovating what we are providing for our students. Again, under the School of Econ, there is those Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science with some of those majors kind of paired out automatically for you. Again, listening to the needs of industry and the needs of the students. And this is that joint program I speak of, that BS in Economics and Data Science. These I love. These are fact sheets. I will drop these in the chat towards the end of my presentation. But essentially, if you're the type of student who is really in an exploration phase right now, thinking, I don't know what economics is, but sounds interesting, or I've always been interested in real estate, could I make a career out of that, right? These are one-pagers that highlight for you all what your degree options would be should you choose Drexel LeBeau and you choose this particular major, where you would land a co-op. I'll speak about co-op in a little bit, and what your starting salary would be after graduation. So just at a really high level, these fact sheets are fabulous. What really sets Drexel apart is that we are a co-op institution, right? And so when you think co-op, a lot of times you equate that with an internship, and just know that internships and co-ops are very different. Co-op, you are working full-time for one of our industry partners in your field of choice. So essentially test driving your career. What you're looking at now is a sample of our 5-year plan, because as a student coming into Drexel, you're thinking, how am I to manage not only my classes, but now working full-time, right? And so this schedule, it's built right into our curriculum. You would come in the first year and have classes all through with that summer vacation. And then your middle years, you're either in class half the year or you're working full-time at your co-op. Senior year looks very similar to your first year with classes, graduate after that spring term. Now you can do this in 4 years too. If you do the 4-year plan, you can get up to 2 co-op experiences. Each co-op experience is about 6 months long, right? So just to kind of put that in perspective. But I highlight the 5-year plan because it's what 75% of our students end up choosing, because the cost is the same. No matter if you choose the 4-year plan or the 5-year plan, your Drexel tuition is the same. And so really it's just value add in terms of that extra 6 months of experience. So as a student of ours, you're walking out with up to 18 months full-time work experience in your field. Here are some of the top employers that our students in the College of Business tend to lean towards. You'll see some of those big names, right? Philadelphia Eagles, Goldman Sachs, KPMG. There's also some smaller startups like Bringing Hope Home, which is a local nonprofit in the Malvern area. Really not only allowing you to figure out what it is you want to do, but what kind of company culture you want to work at, which is often just as important. In terms of our community here in the Business College, we are just over 2,000 students representing over 71 countries around the world. And we would not be business people if we did not talk about what your return on investment would be. So you'll see that for our graduating seniors, it's a starting salary just over $62,000, an 81% career landing rate just 6 months out, and 37% of our students are employed by a former co-op. Now, I love the statistic because yes, 37 are employed, but 55% are offered full-time roles from former co-ops. And so what that tells me is that our students are in a position to be selective about those full-time roles, which is exactly the position you want to be in as a graduating senior. Now, beyond today, I do encourage you to connect with us. You know my name and face now, so certainly reach out to me. But we do have a podcast. You can share it wherever podcasts are found that is driven by our students called LeBeau Students Talk Leadership. And if you follow us at LeBeau Undergrad on Instagram, we have a whole series dedicated to prospective students like yourself called Get to Know LeBeau, which is saved to the highlight reels. And here's my contact information. I'll go ahead and stop my share and I will drop those links to those one-pagers in the chat. And thank you all so much for being with us.
Thank you. So now I'd just like to invite all of the reps to come back on camera and we'll do a few rounds of Q&A. So in the same order that you all presented in, I'd like you all to share one thing you want students to remember about your business program specifically.
All right. Thank you so much, Anna. One thing we want to make sure that we share about all of our business programs is that you do have the ability to have the 4+1 program. And how that is possible is that to graduate on time, you're looking at 15 credits per class or per semester. We don't charge any additional money if you're taking up to 18 credits per semester. So that allows you to take an extra class every semester, which graduates you on time. So in turn, you can still complete your master's program if you so see fit to be able to complete that within the same 5-year period as well. And there's no additional charge for that.
I would say the big thing at the end of the day, this is your college degree. If you want to do a double major, and multiple minors, you want to also add the 4+1 programs. You want to be able to spend a semester doing a study abroad, multiple semesters doing a study abroad and doing internship. At the end of the day, we are here to facilitate whatever your college experience is going to look like. And especially for our business students to really make it as flexible as possible so that at the end of your 4 years that you can be able to look back and be able to be like, wow, I was able to do all of these things. That's what we're here to do.
I would say at Ryder, the one thing I'd like you to take with you is that Ryder was founded as a business school, and the fact that we have 16 different majors in business, unique things like actuarial science and sport management and entrepreneurial studies really does speak to the fact that business is a key foundation of the institution, and that dual accreditation, solidifies that.
And lastly, just a takeaway from Drexel LeBeau is that at Drexel, you're not waiting to, put what you're learning in the classroom into practice. That co-op allows you to really dive into the field from day one, and not only figure out, okay, this is what I love to do. Let's keep learning about this and keep implementing it. But oftentimes, okay, this is what I don't want to do. I thought marketing was going to be really cool, and turns out I'm more of an analytics person. And so we love that. We love to help you guys learn that in real time and help you pivot accordingly so you're graduating with those skills and talents ready to roll.
Great, thank you all for sharing. Now, what's one piece of advice you would want to give someone going through the college search process? And we can go in the same order.
Well, I'm going to refer back to what Kelly said, that every experience is individualized. That truly is it. Essentially what I've always told, and again, being a father of college students, the university should speak to you. You should feel a connection with the university, not only when you enroll at the university, but prior to. The more opportunities to connect with that university, the greater the relationship that is built prior to the first time that you step on campus. You have to know what you are looking for. It doesn't have to be exact, but you have to have an idea what you're looking for, whether you're looking for a big school, does athletics, the support. But you want to focus on what are the opportunities. And like Caitlin mentioned, that ROI, what is going to be that return on the investment, whether it is social, professional, or whatever it is that speaks to you. It's going to be different for each individual person. So just keep that in mind, no matter what university you are looking at. But hopefully Kean is one of those universities that you do consider for an opportunity.
So you're getting a ton of great information from us, from all the other sessions that I'm sure you're also going to join and be a part of. The biggest piece of advice is find out who your point person in the admissions office is for whatever schools you're going to be interested in, and form a relationship. That doesn't mean you have to hang out with us anytime we message you and we're like, oh, we're going to be in your area, or we're going to your high school. But that's, hey, I have questions about this thing. Can you be able to help me or point me in the right direction? It helps to have a name to a face, especially when it comes time to application. If you're going to be visiting the campus so we can meet you in person, really just find who your person is at whatever schools you're going to be applying to, so that you can also be able to introduce yourself, get to know them as well, and to also ultimately figure out where your next best fit is going to be.
I could not agree more. Find your person, and find your person when you visit a campus, right? I think my best piece of advice is please come see us all. You just never know what's going to be the best fit for you until you visit and you put yourself right on that campus and you walk around and you look to see, can I see myself here? Is this going to be my home for the next 4 years? So even if you think, gosh, I don't know that I could go to a school that's that big, well, figure out what that big feels like. Or maybe I'm not sure about a school that's that small. Well, step on the campus and see, is it really that small? Maybe it is your perfect fit. You're not going to know unless you actually step foot on that campus. So explore a lot. It'll help you kind of get a better sense of where you should apply, and then eventually where you'll ultimately enroll.
And then I'll just add on, you guys are already doing it, right? So take a deep breath. It's a stressful process, but you're already coming out to things like this, which is so important. So just keep doing what you're doing.
All right, that's great. And then lastly, I'll ask everyone to share one myth that they'd like to debunk on the college admissions process. And if you want, we could go in the reverse order and give.
I was definitely thinking I had the easy low-hanging fruit. Go ahead, Caitlin.
Yeah. The only thing I think of that, right away, I think you think that the admissions counselors don't read your applications front to back, and they do. So I think oftentimes you're like, oh, thousands upon tens of thousands of applications. Let me just push this through. No, they really thoughtfully and thoroughly and holistically look at your apps. So take the time on those essays.
I so agree, and it makes you chuckle because we do know that you don't think that we read them, but we really do. I think the other myth that I usually hear a lot of is that, we're not out to look at your success. We sit there and try to decide how many students we should deny. And at least at a school like Ryder, that's not what I sit and do. I don't sit there and think I need to make certain that I can only admit so many kids. I'm looking to take you if you're going to be successful. And that gives me the chance to find out about you because I do read your whole application. So I'm looking at you for you, and not necessarily worrying about what those numbers look like right away. I want to make sure that you'll be successful on campus. So give us your best work and put your best foot forward, because we are going to read everything to make the best decision on you.
My number one big one is, just because you say your test optional means that I still have to submit my SAT or ACT scores. No, the way that test optional works and the way that I like to describe it to students is picture like a pie. That's all of the parts of your application are a slice of what that pie is going to be. So your application, everything that you're involved in, SAT, ACT scores, the rigor of your classes, take out the SAT and ACT scores, all those other parts just become more important. You're not penalized because you didn't submit your SAT or ACT. There is no reason that you have to feel obligated to submit it or obligated to be able to take it as well. So please, you test optional means test optional, just like test blind means test blind. Those are terms that we are using not to trick you, but because we mean it.
Well, thank you so much. Tremendous information that has been given by each of you, but I thought we were going to go with the number one myth that every high school rising senior is going to say, that only junior year matters. No, as Susan mentioned, we look at the entirety of your portfolio. All of that makes a big difference. It is not only about the numbers. We read those essays because that tells us about the person that the numbers don't indicate. You guys have been through what we could never have imagined over the last 2 years. The pandemic affected folks in different ways. That's something that you can talk about in your essay. And then also, it's a writing sample. It shows us what your abilities are at that point in time. And test optional at Kean University, just as Kelly says, we only look at your scores if they benefit you. If they do not benefit you, we make it as a recommendation. We flip you to test optional so that it does not ever hurt you. The reality is if we can build you up, as Susan mentioned, we are not enrollment, we are not rejection counselors. We are enrollment counselors. We're looking for opportunities to be able to bring you in, whether it's in traditional programs or whether we have alternative programs that might be a good academic or social resource for you to be successful. That's really what it is all about. We're looking to build the future and create a great alumni and network for you as well as for those in the community around. So that's the biggest myth. It's a lot of things.
Thank you all so much for sharing, and thank you everyone for joining us tonight. When you go to close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more programming, including our May programming. And you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/launch. So thanks again, everyone. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye.